You're listening to KEXP. You can find us at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming worldwide at kexp.org. I'm Cheryl Waters, and I'm down here in the studios with Luna. I want to pinch myself. This is exciting. Thanks for coming in today.
Good afternoon.
Hi. You are longtime friends of the KEXP airwaves, and we're so fortunate for that. And you have a lot of music in your catalog, and what are you going to play for us today?
We are going to play, well, we're in town playing, tonight we're playing the Bewitched album, so we're going to play a couple of songs from that, and we're going to start with Tiger Lily.
It's Luna, live on KEXP.
Sweet obscenity, bring her back to me, lost in her perfume, think I'm gonna swoon. Sweet obscenity, didn't I know it? Didn't I call her name? Stale cigarettes crumble in your fingers, caught with a drink in my hand, edge into the door. Sweet obscenity, didn't I know it? Didn't I call her Tiger Lily girl standing cross-eyed in the corner? Tiger Lily girl standing tongue-tied in the corner. Something in her eye tells that I should try. Something she might say tells right away. Something in her eye, didn't I know it? Didn't I call Tiger Lily girl standing
listening to Luna live on KEXP.
I had to be drunk just to look at your face. That was alright by me. How long would this go? How long would this go? How long would this go on? Cover my face with roses, cover me head to toe. Wanted to give me some friendly advice. That was alright by me. How long would this go? How long would this go? How long would this go on? Cover my face with roses, cover me head to toe. They're throwing a party and you're not invited. That was alright by me. How long would this go? How long would this go? How long would this go on? Bye.
You're listening to Luna live here in the KEXP studios. That was Friendly Advice from the Bewitched album. I played that on my show yesterday, and so fun to be hearing it live today. And Tiger Lily, also from the 1994 album Bewitched. Luna's going to be playing that album in full at the Tractor Tavern tonight. When I heard the first strains of Tiger Lily, I actually got goosebumps. I love that song so much. And Britta, Lee, Dean, Sean, the four of you together create an unmistakable sound that is Luna. And I'm wondering what you think it is that makes that certain sound that's different than how you sound when you play on your own.
It's a good question. I don't know. I've had different opinions about it. I mean, I could say it's Sean and I's guitar playing is one thing, but then sometimes I think it's the rhythm section. Sometimes I think it's like if you put a different drummer in the room with us than Lee, I think it would sound different actually.
And Britta and Lee totally lock in. Britta walked over and stood in front of Lee during that song, and they were just one during that.
Well, I think there's something about like when you go see a band that's played together for 20 odd years or something. Even if they don't play all the time, even if they take long breaks, whatever, it's different from going to see a group of musicians that's just been thrown together for a tour.
Well, since you say that, you've said in interviews that you feel like right now you're playing together better than ever, even before you broke up in 2005. And what makes you say that? I mean, what are you feeling right now? Is there just a joy that's different? I imagine you felt joyful before and enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, I think when we got back together, we went back and studied the recordings kind of closer. Like Lee like dug out the tempos of them, and so I don't know.
I feel like we listen to each other more and better, and appreciate each other's playing more than ever too.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Having all that time away, and then I think we just. All of us just kind of appreciate playing together more. I mean, we did in the past too, but you know what I mean? It's sort of, yeah.
And the more we get better. It's one
True.
good thing about getting older, you get better.
Well, Luna has definitely achieved legendary status as a band. I mean, you formed in the early 90s and reunited in 2015 after a 10-year break. And I think that this band holds a special place in the heart of so many. I know it does for me. When you were playing those two songs from Bewitched, I was thinking Bewitched is my favorite album, but I know I feel that way every time I'm listening to a Luna record, which is no small thing. I mean, to create those perfect gem of songs. And I mean, I remember when Luna Park came out in 1992, followed by Bewitched and Penthouse, and then Pup Tent. And that was in the middle of the heyday of grunge, which, don't get me wrong, I loved that, and I was living in the heart of it.
Yeah.
But Luna was such a breath of fresh air, and I'm wondering what you remember about those days making music.
Well, we just made our music. It was difficult. I guess those are the grunge years.
Yeah, we definitely felt a little. I mean, the record company didn't really pressure us, but we definitely felt like, oh, maybe we should. At least I did a little bit, feel like we should do something more aggressive, maybe. But that's not what we wanted to do.
Is there a song you can remember where you tried to do that a little and maybe didn't, but there was a song in your catalog that...
No, we rock live too, but
You
there was
definitely
the song on Penthouse. Hedgehog was chosen as a single just because it was probably the grungiest sounding thing, but it was perhaps the weakest song on the record. But
You mentioned Penthouse, and that is such a beautifully made record. And was that an expensive record to make? Because I know they were throwing a lot of money at bands back then.
Well, I guess there's expensive, and Pup Tent costs quite a bit more.
Yes.
Compared to today.
Today you make records a lot cheaper. Well, at least we do, that's for sure. And studios are a lot cheaper now because it's just sort of that's a byproduct of what's happened in the industry as a whole, that if it's harder to sell records, then it's harder for them to come up with budgets for, and that's for photo shoots too, or album design, mastering, studio, all these things have kind of been depressed, not just what musicians get. Anyway, so. But there are pop records that cost like $4 or $5 million or something. So in that scale of that thing, no.
That's quite a wide range, yes. Well, you're playing Bewitched tonight at the Tractor Tavern. Last night you played Penthouse. You're on tour playing these albums, and I know you've thrown in some Luna Park shows as well. And how does it feel to be playing albums in full? I mean, that's a lot of songs to learn.
It was a lot of songs to learn. In October, Penthouse works really well.
It's fun to play not the usual set.
That's true.
It's fresh.
It's easier to write the set list. Bewitched is good, but although it kind of gets mellower as it goes along, which is not what you ordinarily do at a show. Luna Park was a challenge. We did that a couple times because there was some songs that we just had never, ever played.
Oh.
But we got there most of the time.
And you're playing at the Tractor Tavern tonight for a second night. Tomorrow night you're in Vancouver, and then you're going to take a little break and go back out in June. So that's very civilized.
It is, isn't it?
No wonder you've got big smiles on your face. I mean, you don't all live in the same city, so I mean that's a great way to do it. Keep that work-life balance. How has that sort of contributed to how much you're enjoying it and able to enjoy the shows? Because the audience can really tell when the band is having a good time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, we don't have any
true.
pressure. There's no pressure to play. We just play.
Yeah. And it's not, yes, I mean, certainly if you go on tour for, we keep them to 3 weeks or under. If you go on tour for 5 or 6 weeks, you can start to.
Oh, yes. Nerves get frayed and you get tired and, tempers get a little short.
This is like a 9-day trip up the coast, Yeah. 2 nights here, 2 nights in San Francisco. It's like a vacation.
It does seem like a vacation, and then you get to hear some great music. Luna's live here in the KEXP studios, and the great news is they're going to play a couple more songs for us.
"17 dreams for you, but I'll be gone tomorrow. Pull me a face, say something witchy. It's time to get out of your bed. Some people talk like babies, others say nothing at all. Give me a slug from the wonderful jug. It's time to get out of your head. Well, we're traveling light, gonna speed through the night. Only now you recall it means nothing at all. You were stuck in a dream and you wanted to scream, but it's nothing at all. It's nothing, don't want to go to Clyde. Said they could kiss you goodbye. You got no choice, feel like Christopher Boys. Time to get out of your bed. Words you don't understand are all making sense tonight. It's hard to walk straight when you're feeling so great. Only wanna get out of your head. Well, we're traveling light, gonna speed through the night. Only now you recall it means nothing at all. You were stuck in a dream and you wanted to scream, but it's nothing at all. just did. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? Wanna ask, but I just did. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? Drilling a hole with my soul in the sand, digging for gold in the hole in the bed, catching a ride from a band. I sat in the back of the van. They tried to make me understand. And if I'm not in a band, don't mean I'm square. And if I am, well, then I don't care. Wanna ask, but I just stare. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? Number two has got me confused. Hope I'll always be numbers 1 and 3. Number two has got me confused. Hope I'll always be numbers 1 and 3. I wanna ask, but I just stare. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? I wanna ask, but I just stare. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? With my soul in the sand, digging for gold in the hole in the bed, catching a ride from a band. I sat in the back of the van. They tried to make me understand that if I'm not in a band, don't mean I'm square. And if I am, well, then I don't care. Wanna ask, but I just stare. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? You say, hell, well, I don't care if you run your hands through my car wash hair. Wanna ask, but I just stare. Can I run my hands through your car wash hair? You say, hell, well, I don't care if you run your hands through my car wash hair. Wanna ask, but I just stare. Can I run my hands through the car wash hair?
So awesome. That is Luna live on KEXP. That is Car Wash Hair from the 2017 album A Sentimental Education, a cover by Mercury Rev. Love that. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank
today.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for coming by. You can see Luna tonight at the Tractor Tavern, and then they play tomorrow night in Vancouver at the Venue nightclub, and a little break, and then back out on the road. So get out and see this band. You won't be disappointed. Thank you again so much. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
You've got it tuned to KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.